Welcome to Football or Soccer with all the boys. We're a full team today, aren't we?
Full house.
How are we all?
Amazing.
Sam.
Welcome back, Chris.
Welcome. World champion. World Club Cup champion.
You can refer to me as the world champion for the next 4 years.
Chelsea have officially won it all.
We have. There's not another trophy in football that we
But
can't.
they have. They've won every single club competition going.
And not only that, I mean, the two new ones that came out this year, we won them both already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
Which two new ones?
No, sorry, actually, the Conference League was a few years ago, but the club
Yeah, because we've already got our
absolutely,
name on that one before you.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. And
Nice.
But yeah, to be fair, they've won it all. No one thought Chelsea were going to win that. Like,
We've won it all. Do you know what? I wouldn't say no one thought Chelsea were going to win it, because you look back at Chelsea traditionally in cup finals when we're the underdog. 2012, we went to Bayern Munich. Everyone wrote us off. No one gave us a hope in hell of winning that. Yeah, we won on penalties, but we still came home with the trophy. Same again.
How did you qualify for it? Like, why were Chelsea in it and not?
because they won the Champions League.
Because basically they went the way that FIFA did it was they
frame.
went back over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it went back all the way to 2020 or 2021. Yeah. And we qualified because we'd won the Champions League within the last 4 years.
Do you know what? I was surprised with that because I didn't realise.
Chosen.
Well, qualified through
well,
that.
Qualified by the qualification.
By winning.
Yeah, but you won it well before that.
My point is, though, did you qualify for it on merit or were you chosen?
I think also
we
having American
qualified
owners probably helped, but you have as well. So
no, I'm just saying. But like, did you qualify or were you chosen? Like, I mean, it doesn't.
They probably wanted a team in it.
We qualify. I mean, you still had to win the Champions League in 2021. I mean, look at the teams that we beat on that run to win that competition. We beat the best to be the best.
Are you representative in 2025 of the best club in England to represent that trophy?
I wouldn't say. Do you know what? Listen, it's a very valid point. I mean, look, the fact.
But then you could argue if you had Liverpool in it, for example, you've got a team that just finishes second a lot.
I know they won the last one, but my point is that it's just completely Mickey Mouse.
Tony's face, Tony.
It's so funny. Mickey Mouse. It wouldn't have been Mickey Mouse.
He finishes second a lot, and then looks at me out to the side of his eye.
There's just no merit to it.
How can you say that? Listen, you still had
won the Champions League.
You still had Man City.
Like 4 years ago.
Yeah, but you had to have, for the first one, you had to have some form of guideline, I suppose.
Why not have the Champions League winners and the league winners and from this season? I mean,
because they couldn't do that, could they? Because they were organising it months ago. They wouldn't have known who was going to win the league. I agree. I was confused as well.
Why can't they organise it?
I was also surprised that Chelsea has won the Champions League.
Well, having people like Auckland in it as well, like, what was the point? You were better off to have more European teams in it to make it better. But then it's a European competition.
It's completely contrived.
Then it's like saying the World Cup, we shouldn't have Iceland in it, for example, just because they're not a good side.
Correct. You know what? Another really good point I would make there is, look, Italy won the Euros and then didn't qualify for the World Cup.
True.
No, my point is that, I don't blame you.
You know what I mean?
I don't blame you. Look, having 100 million to win,
whatever way you want.
Is it the third largest prize pool in club football or in football?
Yeah, but you know why? Yeah, but you know why that was.
I don't blame you, and fair play to you for doing it. But like, it doesn't seem like it's based on any kind of meritocracy.
I mean, as I said, look, I do agree with you. It was a great competition to win, but you do need a little asterisk there on the side of it that Liverpool weren't in it, Barcelona weren't in it, and Napoli weren't in it.
Mad that Barcelona weren't in it.
Well, because Barcelona haven't won anything significant in Europe.
But won the league like every year. Like, it's like, do you know what is quite funny? We always turn to Real Madrid of like the biggest like team in the world, and like obviously commercially everything they are, right?
Yeah.
But we actually never say Barcelona, who basically pretty much win the Liga nearly every single year. Like Real Madrid win it odd years, don't they? Like I think Ronaldo at Madrid only ever won the league twice.
Yeah. That's correct.
Which is actually mad, isn't it? You don't think that, do you? You think like 10 years.
So then, why did Atletico get in over Barca then?
You what, Tone?
Why did Atletico get in over Barca? because they haven't done much in Europe, have they? But if they won the domestic league, more than Barcelona.
No.
The fact that no one can give you a straight answer on
They've
this,
only won it once in 13 years, Atletico, I think.
Sam, the fact that no one on this call can give you a straight answer as to why they're in and they're not is my
That's
whole
a great
point.
point. What did Atletico Madrid win? Did they win a
weird.
European Cup at some point, like a Europa or something? Don't know.
I don't think they did.
That's actually a great question there. If anyone knows,
they got to the final, didn't they, with Real?
Again, the fact that you can't
They
answer
do it.
the
They do it
question,
on
we're all
like they do it
clutching
on
at straws going, "Wash
the.
this."
They
That's
have
my
a
whole
point
It's
system in
just
place.
stupid.
Like they have some kind of like efficiency point system in place because it's like what were like RB Leipzig doing there and like some of those other random teams like. So it's listen. It was you can only play who's in front of you. Chelsea won it.
Sam, I'm not knocking you, by the
most
way.
baffling
I'm all for it. God bless you.
And PSG looked indestructible actually in it as well. Like they did look.
They did.
Like, no one saw
the
that.
most baffling of all, if we're saying it's a
if you're gonna-
meritocracy, is
Sam,
into Miami.
So if it's going to have any legs and it wants to have any credibility, it's got to be based on, merit.
And maybe it will next time. But I've got to say, all in all, weirdly, it's the only football competition I've never wasn't bothered in it at all.
I didn't see a single kick. So
I saw very few bits.
I will say, if Liverpool were in it, we'd be having a conversation.
And West Ham win it, I would have watched it without a doubt. But it's weird because I'll watch the Euros, the World Cup. Obviously, England are in it. Even if they weren't in it, I'd watch it. But this, I just had no interest in it.
But you know what it was as well? I will say FIFA got it wrong with the times of the kickoffs and like they were doing like kickoffs at 3:00 on a Tuesday afternoon, like in the middle of the workday. It was ridiculous.
In Atlanta.
Yeah, it was.
Two kids that shit in Atlanta.
And even even the Sunday kickoff. I mean, like that. I don't know why they didn't make it a night game. It was. I have never in my entire years of going to football, I have never been so hot in a football game in my life. Yeah, like you went to the Pasadena game, Sam, and you were like,
it ruined it for me. It was awful.
We were buying bottles of water at $8 a pop just to pour over our heads. It was
that's exactly what people were doing at the Rose Bowl as well.
It was.
It doesn't bode well for the World Cup here. I've got to be honest with you.
No, it doesn't. It was just so. I just can't tell you how.
What's more mind-boggling to me? We said it on the group is that the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey does not have a roof. A brand new stadium, like they have extreme colds and heat as well, and they didn't put a roof on it. It's quite mad.
I looked at that.
I'm not talking about
Apparently
closed roof, but like just to cover the fans.
Oh wow!
No roof, nothing at all.
So you're just there,
like the Rose Bowl. Exactly, it's a bowl.
You're just exposed to the elements. Like it was insane. Like when I got there with my mate, like
it's freezing, snowing.
We were both staying in Manhattan. And we met at Penn Station because we were just going to jump on the train to go over there because the traffic, as obviously as you can imagine, in New York was a shit show. But we got to Penn Station and we were both dripping in sweat already from the humidity. And we just looked at each other. We're like, "Are we getting on this train now?" So we just flagged down a taxi and got in that. And said to the guy, "Blast that air conditioning, full blast right now." You get to the stadium. It was pretty mad getting there because we didn't know that.
Quite an away day, isn't it?
It was an unbelievable away day.
We didn't know. Quite cool, wasn't it?
We didn't know Trump was going to be there. So the Secret Service, it was like we noticed they were like, "There's a lot of police at this game today, and there's a lot of FBI and a lot of Secret Service." And just like I sent you a couple of videos.
Yeah, he flew in on the helicopter, didn't he?
Yeah, well, it definitely. I mean, it was weird because it felt a bit like an exhibition game at the start of the game because, like, if that was a Champions League final, you're not having like the PSG and the Chelsea fans mixing together and having like a jolly up and like playing games and whatever and like doing all that stuff. But once they got into the stadium, there was definitely like a clear separation, and I was pretty shocked to see that Chelsea had a much bigger turnout than PSG did that day. Like, I was really shocked with it. Like, you could hit like when they did the team announcements, like all the Chelsea players got big cheers, all the PSG players got booed, and like it was pretty mad. But typical game, like a million different football shirts. There were like Arsenal shirts in front of me. Like we saw a Millwall shirt on some guy. Like it was,
it is mad. And do you know what? I would have loved to have seen them. In actual fact, in all football grounds, anyone who is not a home fan coming in another team's shirt or something should be told you can't come in. I think that is a great rule for football because especially in England.
Mate, they were struggling to get people in who
last
did
year, where
support
there
the
was,
team.
Tottenham
Never mind
fans with
turning
shirts
other
on.
people away.
Causing trouble.
No, but like the kids or whatever. But that's what makes it great. That separation, maybe being a bit quiet. Like it has changed because America, it's all together. But like when I went to the Rose Bowl, it was exactly that. I was watching Atletico versus PSG. There was Liverpool shirts, Arsenal shirts, Chelsea shirts, Real Madrid shirts, Barca shirts.
You would never see that in England, ever.
Come on.
You'd never see that back home.
Yeah, I think you are going to see it more, though, with the more foreigners that come.
Maybe.
I see pictures every now and then with like a Chelsea game or an Arsenal game, and someone's got a Man City shirt on because they come over from America and they support Man City and they're coming to watch a football game. But it's Chelsea versus Liverpool, and you're like, okay, I get it. You're going to watch.
Yeah, you might see it more down in London because
obviously
there's a lot more tourists.
Yeah, I bet you see it more in London. Actually, you're right.
Yeah,
because
maybe
no one would want to go up north.
International games as well.
So, SC Sam Collins, do you think that the juice was worth the squeeze in terms of the players having to play through another tournament when they should be resting? Like, what do you think about that point?
I do, because this tournament has brought Cole Palmer back on form. So
Okay, do you think, and I suppose it's too early to tell, but do you think in November, December,
you might be ruined that?
Well, they did. I mean, listen, like they've got 3 weeks off now, whatever it is. Like we'll see. I mean, listen, they've had incremental breaks, but what I do know is because one of my mates, he's in that, like your pal Sam, is in the football memorabilia business, and he spent a lot of time with the Chelsea team on this tour and getting all the gear signed and all of that. And he said to me that unlike other preseason tours that like you traditionally see, like Chelsea wanted to do this one differently, where they felt that the players were getting a rest as well. So the players have probably had more downtime and time off than they would have ever got on any other tour. They've been allowed their families out with their wives and the kids.
Yeah, they're still traveling.
They're still traveling and they're still training. But listen, I totally get it. You're not totally fully switching off, but that they're doing the best that they can do under the circumstances.
Mate, your boys are not getting 3 weeks off. The season starts in 4 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, you're not getting 3 weeks.
Listen, only time will tell. But what I will still say is that all the players, like, they didn't look upset to be there. They didn't look upset at winning it. They didn't, you know what I mean?
Listen, it's a game changer for Chelsea for that 130 million, is it?
Yeah, we got 130 million for winning it, which is just insane. It basically paid for Delap, João Pedro, and part of Jamie Gittins to come this summer.
That is a big game changer for Chelsea to do that.
Have they already signed that Jamie Gittins?
Yeah, 51 mil. Yeah.
Yeah, they got him in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in. That's why.
Saw a thing today. Is João Pedro the first player ever to win a tournament without ever even going to the club's training ground?
Yeah, I saw that today. He's never been to Tolbo.
That's an unbelievable stat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't imagine there's many of that.
I know. The guy was on the beach, and then a week later, he was scoring in 2 in a semi-final, 1 in the final, and smashed.
He looked a player, doesn't he?
Sam?
He looks a player.
I've been very pleasantly surprised. Listen, it's only 2.
The other day he was going, fucking João Pedro, what we saying, João Pedro?
Listen, it's been 2 games. Like Adrian Mutu was unbelievable when he first joined us, and look what happened to him. Like there's been plenty of players that
I think Chelsea.
Yeah, that's true.
For next year, I really do.
But he's played in the Premier League before, though, so it's different.
Slows
he has, but he's like, listen, look, he's young. I think he could be good. Like he has got potential, and he has. To see him play in the flesh was good, because obviously, like when you see someone on TV, it's different to seeing them like up front. But the one I will say, who is our best player by a country mile, is Caicedo. He is just the guy covers himself on the entire pitch. It was like watching Kante and Makelele again back in the day. And I'm
Brighton don't get it wrong, do they?
Oh,
with their players.
No, he's nowhere near them two of them.
No, but what's brilliant is Arsenal basically fund all of our purchases from Brighton. Like it's the crazy. Arsenal basically gave us 115 million for Havertz and Madueke, and we went and bought Caicedo. It's just like it's insane.
Wait, how much? How much did they buy Havertz for?
65. They gave us 52 for.
To be fair, though, if you look at Havertz, we're going on to transfers now. You look at Havertz. He has been a brilliant buy for 65 million.
He is a good player. I think he's a really good player, but he's not the player Arsenal needed.
2 years.
He's not. Listen, he's a good player, but Arsenal need that 20 goal a season man. He's never going to be that. We've said
no, but I think he's done very, very. I actually think at 65 million, I think that's a very.
You know what? I will be interested to see how he does this season. Have you seen the new pictures of him since he's come back from his injury?
I just posted it a minute ago. I don't know if any of you have seen it. If you look at our Instagram story today, his arms are out here. In fact, I'll get it out right now because I posted it.
Fucking massive now. Like, just that transformation.
I was wondering if they've AI'd this.
Where did you post this, son?
Yeah, I'll show it to you right now.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's a big
Look
fella.
at this.
He's been in the gym, big time. Yeah, he's been in the
fucking
gym.
hell, he is huge. I mean, that's not the body of a Premier League football player.
Do you know who he reminded me of? Is it Adi Akifenwe?
Yeah,
from Wickham.
He's a different animal.
He was a beast.
He built like a bodybuilder.
But Havertz has packed the muscle on. He really has packed the muscle on this year. So we'll see how he does.
But do you remember when Ronaldo did that? Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's
not
still
that big. He
was not
huge.
that big though. He was not that big. He was still really slender.
One who did it, the major one, was, you remember Leon Goretzka for Bayern Munich? He was like a stick, and now he's like, he walks around like the Hulk. I'm not even joking. Like it's like the transformation that he went through. Like, but it shows like sometimes that's what you need to do. Like these players. But
I always remember Leon Goretzka on Football Manager when I was a kid. Do you remember Football Manager? Leon Goretzka was like one of the players you'd always sign.
Correct.
Right, transfer roundup for the week. Some big news today because it was actually looking like Ekitike was going to go to maybe Newcastle. There's a lot of news around Liverpool and Newcastle this week. Looked like you might go in for Isak.
Yeah.
Then Ekitike looked like Newcastle going for. Today it looks like it's broken this morning for us. Ekitike looks close. I'll tell you what, he's a player. He's a player that I tracked quite well because he's a player that was linked with West Ham for many years. Like every transfer window, we were going to go.
So you like him?
I think he's. Do I think he's going to be an amazing? I watched him in Champions League. In what were Frankfurt in last year? Europa. Europa. Very, very good.
Yeah, I've not seen him play before.
Really, really good. He was one of those talked about wonder kids that they didn't know if he'll ever come through. He's been at Frankfurt. He looked really good last year. Do I think he's better than a Gakpo or something? I don't know. Time will tell, but I think it could be a really good signing for Liverpool.
Unfortunately, Liverpool with what happened to Jota, they need to replace him. Like you know what I mean? So they've
I think this is a good signing. I really do, and I think Newcastle can.
We were always going to sign a forward, though.
But is it Newcastle get to keep Isak then by keeping thing? But are Liverpool going to go for that as well?
I think Newcastle have got. It feels to me from Isak certainly that because he's got 2 years left. From his personal standpoint, he might want to wait another year so we can get more. Personally, I don't know, but Newcastle obviously won't be able to command the same fee next year. So it's a tough one. I'm surprised
I suppose with the Ekitike, is it a bit of a bad move from Liverpool? Maybe taking him from Newcastle if he was going there, because that might have been the replacement for Isak. If they haven't got that replacement, does Liverpool not then get Isak? Which I think they need more than
Liverpool knew.
Ekitike.
I think Liverpool knew that no matter what, Newcastle did not want to sell Isak. Whether they got Ekitike or not, they just didn't want to. They didn't want to sell him. So I think they need another forward, no matter what.
That's right. Well, with the new PS or whatever it is, the new rules maybe, but
Frankfurt only signed him last summer. He's been there for a year and a half, but it was 6 months on loan for 30 million.
Yeah.
And
now West Ham
we're talking about 70
million
for
like 15, 20 million, and we didn't go for him. We didn't get him.
What are they talking now? What are they talking now?
I don't actually know.
Like 70 million, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Which seems to be, I know that sounds ridiculous number. That does seem to be now the fee of a just above average player. If you look at Alanga's just gone for 55, Kudos 55. Like these are good players. Then that next step is say the Havertz level seems to be 65, 70. And then Isak, they're talking about 120 or whatever it is. So it does seem to be relative of that. But Newcastle, I've seen today as well, have gone for, look like they're about to go for Vissa from Brentford. And Manchester United also.
Or Brentford.
Yeah, well, this could be also because Manchester United look like they've upped their bid today for Mbeumo for 65 million plus 5 million add-ons, which they think will get that done. But then Brentford, they don't think will sell Wissa as well to Newcastle because they've got no forwards then. Although that said, if you could bring in 140 million as Brentford for 2 forwards, you could really go and rebuild your side. But then they also lost Norgard to Arsenal, sorry. So they've lost. They need a bit of rebuild, but 140 million for a team like Brentford, you could really bring some players in.
Well, you think they just appointed Keith Andrews as manager? Do you remember him from back in the day?
That's what I was just going to say. Wasn't he
because he was the assistant, wasn't he?
Coach or something?
He was the assistant, but I remember he was he used to play for wasn't he like Derby and like Sheffield United or something like that?
I don't remember.
I had no idea who he was. I had no idea.
I remember him. He was like one of those like Robbie Savage caliber midfielders, like that kind of middle of the road guy, like played for like mid-table teams.
Wasn't he a set piece coach though?
I think so, possibly.
I think he was,
They're giving him a chance, so you never know. No one had ever heard.
Nice to see him promote him within. They said he really 100%. Blew him away. I saw that. I like Brentford, but they've got a lot of big decisions to make. Man United finally doing a little bit of business. I know they got Cunha, but it seems they've got this Mbeumo deal. It's taken them 45 days to get this over the line.
It's crazy, isn't it?
They look like they're assembling a mid-table side. Because if you're Liverpool,
that would be an improvement.
Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, would you be excited with Mbeumo or Wissa? Although I do think both are really good players.
I like Mbeumo. I think he's a good player. I think
they're both. That said, Chelsea, I suppose, have just signed Delap and Pedro.
But you know what? But Mbeumo isn't really the type of player that Chelsea sign. He's a little too old. He wants too much money. He's like Chelsea are going for a different type of model player right now. It's why we
they do.
That's why we didn't sign
Brentford and I've had some good forwards.
Say that again.
Brentford really do find good forwards. When you think they've had them
Brentford are in a similar ilk to Brighton, aren't they?
Ivan Toney,
they don't get it wrong.
Ollie Watkins,
Mope,
Watkins.
Yeah, they've had like proper forwards at that club.
Villa bought Watkins from Brentford, didn't they?
Yeah, they've earned some money from all their forwards. So how much
Brentford are a really well-run club. By the way, Jordan Henderson's a good signing for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, can he still do it in the Prem? Don't know.
We'll see.
Don't
know. Ajax wanted to keep him apparently, but he wanted to come back to England.
I thought he would have gone back to Sunderland.
Yeah, maybe. I did.
Sunderland have been doing some business. Sunderland just signed over 100 million.
Have they?
Yeah.
Have you seen they signed they bought Minte from Brighton, which I thought was a bit of a surprise.
Oh, really? He's a good player.
For like 25 million, yeah.
I've got to tell you this: it's great to see Liverpool competing like they are in the transfer, market.
Are you as surprised as I am, Chris?
Yeah,
with that?
yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm
historically,
flabbergasted by it.
Yeah,
I think
we've never done
that. Oil underneath Anfield. Did you see that meme went around? Yeah.
Someone said that they invest the Coutinho money in Bitcoin.
I put that up yesterday. Yeah.
That was a funny one.
I'm not moaning. It's incredible because historically, it wasn't until we did Van Dijk and Alisson that we really spent meaningful money, I don't think, on transfers.
You know what, though? I'd like to think, Chris, that there's a couple of things I've heard, and there's PSRs every 3 years now, isn't it? And then the books reset every 3 years. We haven't spent really in 3 years. And so I don't know whether they've just got a ton of money sitting there that is waiting to be spent, or they've learned the lesson from the last time we won the league. And that was Alisson's header, wasn't it, when we finally got.
Well, you've also got Salah's coming to the end. Van Dijk's coming to the end. There is going to be an end.
We've lost Alexander-Arnold, and God bless, obviously, Jota losing him in the most devastating circumstances as well. They've got to replace him.
Yeah.
So, it's...
good business so far. Arsenal still haven't got Gyökeres over line, but it looks like that's going to happen.
That'll get done.
Yeah, they're going to be... I do think Madueke for Arsenal was a good signing, as a secondary.
I would.
Who? Madueke
for our backup wingers. I mean, Arsenal is literally Chelsea's dumping ground. We don't.
Sam, is he really as bad as Arsenal fans are making out?
He's not that. Listen, he's not.
They still finish above you though.
Woo for a couple of seasons, but they won nothing.
They still finish above you. See, I'm going to back Arsenal fan. Now, Arsenal fans, see, look, Don't hate me. Don't hate me, Arsenal fans.
What I would say,
I'm on ya.
I was watching. I saw a very funny viral clip of those deluded idiots on AFTV, and they were saying that like they were doing a watch along of the Chelsea game, and they were all being so ill during the game, and like they were watching with a Chelsea fan, and the Chelsea fans like, right, you guys cannot say anything to us ever again, and they're like, we're still the biggest club in London, and it's just like, what are you talking about?
I think they are. Close, yeah. I think they are, aren't they?
Do me a favour.
Biggest supported.
It's not clear that they're not.
Okay, listen. You take the Champions Leagues away from Chelsea. Who else has won it in London? London would have
that's true.
London would have no European trophies if it wasn't for Chelsea or West Ham.
What's the league total between the two of you, Sam?
There you go. Arsenal ain't won a league in over 20 years.
What is the league total between Chelsea and Arsenal? Who's won more leagues in history?
Well, if you count the ones that they won in 1930, it's going to be Arsenal. But if you're talking
exactly.
Well, then, I mean, unless they didn't actually win it, then you might count it.
You ain't got no history.
Do you know what 35% of Arsenal's trophy cabinet is?
Listen, history is
Community Shield trophies.
Your history started with Roman Abramovich because you were a fucking dog shit.
What are you talking about? We won 2 Cup Winners' Cups before then. Cup, League Cup.
You had
before
John Spencer and Mark Steen up front.
Before Abramovich, I will hold my hands up.
Yeah, started Chelsea.
Let me say it. I will hold my hands up and say Chelsea were a cup team before Abramovich, but we still won the cups. We still had a good record in the
Matthew Harding got you on the road, and then he got you going, Roman.
I just don't think it's that clear. I don't think it's that obvious who's the biggest club in London. Maybe it's Spurs. They're the most recent, most successful.
Oh, yeah, I hear Everton overtaking Liverpool as the biggest club.
He knows that I'm boiling
stadium.
I'll tell you it ain't. West Ham, let me tell you.
But it could be.
It ain't even in the equation, let me tell you. All we can say is we got the biggest ground. And fill it. Unlike all you
and it doesn't even belong to you.
Yeah. Tenants. Right, as we're on transfers, our discussion today is best transfers ever in the Premier League era.
Great.
Impactful, topic. Ones for your club. Yeah. So who are we going to start off? I put a little list together of some of the most impactful, I suppose.
Now, is this impactful or best value?
But whatever it means to you.
Whatever. Bravo.
Like I think this is quite an open discussion. For like one of the most impactful, I would say, is probably for Premier League history is Eric Cantona.
I was going to say that
to Manchester United
for a million.
Yeah, that's the obvious, isn't it? Yeah,
that's the obvious. Mm-hmm. It's been done a million times on discussions. So I don't think we need to go into it. But like. Another one I pulled up.
Wait, to Leeds or to Man United?
Leeds to Man United. Like for the Premier League era. I think obviously Van Dijk and Alisson.
No question.
You know what I was throwing there as well?
Transformed Liverpool.
Sol Campbell, Tottenham to Arsenal.
Yeah, that was a huge transfer for shock factor.
Yeah.
What was that? That was probably one of the biggest shock factor transfers ever. I can remember where I was when I still heard.
And Figo,
yeah.
It was like because nobody knew that was going to happen. Do you remember Arsenal just called a press conference and then wheeled out Campbell and everyone was like, "No."
Oh, really?
The Spurs captain in his prime going to Arsenal was that's a great shout, Sam. Like as a shock transfer.
Yeah,
that's probably up there
with one of the biggest.
Because it wasn't like
Ashley Cole as well, by the way.
Oh no, that was
people knew that was going to happen, but that was like in the works. People knew it was going to happen. That was the whole tapping up scandal. But that Sol Campbell transfer just came. That was a bolt out the blue. No one saw it coming. Yeah. They just because you remember he talked about it on the overlap, and he was just like, "We kept it really quiet. Arsenal didn't want anyone finding out, and then we just did it at the press conference, and then all hell
kind of ruined his footballing legacy after that."
He didn't care. He didn't care, did he?
No, he does now though, because he don't get no work. He's always moaning. Like, he's the most bitter man in football, isn't he? He done that and then wondered why.
Do you know what? We're missing an obvious one here, boys.
Go on,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like? He was like 12.5 million, I think.
Yeah, no, I think
he gave them the best 5 years of his life,
though, didn't he? He wasn't really the finished article when he got there.
No, and he wasn't great transfer, obviously, because you could say Rooney and things like that, but he wasn't the finished article. He came there as a kid, like he was 17 years of age or whatever he was.
So what's the criteria then? I thought we said best transfer. Like what are we discounting?
I think like just like I think
Luis Suarez is a better transfer than that. I would say.
Yeah,
Luis Suarez for 35 to us.
No. Listen, I love Suarez, but better than Ronaldo? No. Come on.
Not better. We're not talking about the players. It was the impact they had in the team.
Yeah.
Man United already had a team.
For me, one of my best ones is Frank Lampard to Chelsea. That for me is up there with one of the best transfers ever. We paid 11 million.
That's fair. For your club, that's got to be one of the best transfers. Like 11 million back then was an amazing. Another impactful one I've got written here that kind of gets a bit forgotten actually. Yaya Toure to Manchester City.
He
really transformed them, didn't he? Like, he went there when they were not at that level.
Yeah.
He went, I'm going with a project, then won the league.
Because I was trying to think out of the Man City transfers, what was the one that really...
Because Robinho was the first.
Yeah, that was the first, wasn't it? Remember the story where he said he thought he was going to Man United?
David Silva, when he went, was that?
That was Yaya, David Silva. But Yaya Toure was probably, for City, their most important ever signing at that time.
That's probably a fair shout.
Did Toure go before Company?
I think they were all about the same time. I think Toure was the sort of figurehead, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and then others, he pulled them all in, didn't he? Because he come from Barcelona. And then he's kind of a bit of a forgotten midfielder in the Premier League too.
He left under a bit of a cloud, didn't he? He left under that whole accusing Guardiola of being a racist and all of that and forgetting his
birthday. Did he? I don't remember that.
You remember they forgot his birthday, City, and he had a full-on meltdown.
Oh yeah,
he never got a cake or something.
I do remember that.
His agent was releasing a statement saying, "I can't." It's disgraceful.
They didn't sing "Happy Birthday" to him, or something.
Yeah. Or didn't get him a cake or something like that.
It was a cake. I'm sure it was a cake. Yeah. But another one I've put in. I put one from West Ham as a shock factor. Tevez and Mascherano being paraded on the pitch at Upton Park.
Well, what was the mad thing about that is they were owned by their agent, weren't they?
Yeah.
They didn't. They weren't owned by a club.
Jerubchin, whatever.
Yeah. That was wild.
And what was even wilder is that they were not played at West Ham either.
Is that right?
Yeah, they never played them. Tevez was played when he played on.
Why not, Sam?
I think it was a bit of ego. Alan Pardew was the manager at the time. They were bought in over his head. The famous story is when they came in, Mascherano said, "I'd like the 6 because I understand Bobby Moore's very important here," and they gave him the 16.
Wow!
And Pardew said, "Because you ain't going to play." And Mascherano barely played for West Ham. And then he went to Liverpool in January that same year.
One of our best
in the Champions
players.
League final.
Yeah.
So you forget he played for Liverpool as well.
I don't forget
he's
played
kind
for
of like...
Liverpool.
No, I don't,
mate.
We used to love Mascherano.
So he was only
I was gutted when he went to Barca.
Liverpool.
He was with us for a minute. He was with us for a good few years,
I think. 4 or 5 seasons he was there, wasn't he?
The people we let go back then as well.
3 or 4 seasons,
Javi
Alonso. There was a defender as well that we let go that ended up winning the World Cup with Spain. And it was like, what are we doing?
Arbeloa.
Yeah.
Arbeloa, yeah.
Tevez Mascherano, when they pulled up at West Ham, no one knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And then they kept us up. We nearly went down that year. Tevez, I can still remember Alan Kirbishley, because Pardew got the sack, then Kirbishley came in. And the chant from the fans used to be, "We want Tevez, we want Tevez, we want Tevez on the pitch." And Kirbishley went, "I can hear the West Ham fans, but let me tell you, Carlos Tevez hasn't even scored a goal for West Ham." And then he went on a run. He scored a free kick against Spurs. He set Noble up in the same game. He jumped off, took his shirt off. Tevez is still one of the biggest heroes at West Ham.
Amazing.
I can imagine.
He used to do that. Alex Ferguson took him off because he went to Manchester United, obviously. He went there on loan for the year. And when he came to West Ham, the fans erupted, still saying, one Carlos Tevez. And he went like that in the middle of the centre circle, and Alex Ferguson took him off.
Wow.
They loved him, West Ham.
Don't blame him.
Yeah. West Ham loved him. We adored him.
Speaking about impactful,
what do West Ham fans think about Pardew?
Pardon?
He doesn't give a fuck.
What do West Ham fans think about Pardew?
Nothing much, really. It was Pardew done.
Not good or bad?
No, at the time, I think Pardew got a bit too big for his boots at West Ham.
He was the manager in the FA Cup final, wasn't he?
Yes, and it's really funny if you look at that FA Cup final video. Bearing in mind, West Ham finished. We lost in the playoff final the first year of Pardew to Crystal Palace. Second year, we qualified on the last day of the season by a point, I think, to finish 6th. Bearing in mind we were West Ham, that we had a better team. We won the playoff final that year against Preston, I think. Then we came up and really hit the ground running, and we got to the FA Cup final, which we obviously lost against you lot. The Gerrard final, 3-3. But we led every time in that final. We were 2-1, 1-0 up, 3-2. And in that final, he gave an interview saying, talking about him being the next England manager. And there was rumours that he then went and bought a red Ferrari. There was also rumours that he was banging one of the...
Pardew?
Yeah, he went and bought a Ferrari, apparently. Then there was rumours that he was banging one of the players' wives. And that was when he got turfed out of there.
Wow.
But I think he just got a bit... he's a bit flash. You ever heard Pardew talk? He's a bit flash.
Mate, have you seen him on Talksport? He's a bit of a dickhead, isn't he?
Yeah, I do.
He's a bit of a dickhead.
But yes, he did well at West Ham. But he just wasn't a West Ham man, really. He was when they're not West Ham men, they never really they're never really remembered.
He's no Harry Redknapp, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
By the way, that quote, that press conference that Harry Redknapp did about Frank Lampard, is that not the best thing ever?
When the geezers,
I still always watch that clip
I
when
wasn't
I
going to
see
say
it.
this, but
Scotty
he will
Canham.
go,
and it's Scotty Cannham's uncle saying it as well.
Yeah.
I thought, wow, how good is Harry?
Yeah, it's he said, I don't want to embarrass the boy because he's here. He said, but let me tell you, he's going to go on and be a top player. And he was right, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
And not a single person in that room believed it.
That's right. That's what
Not
I'm
a
saying.
single person.
You know, I get paid for my opinion. God
What a
bless him.
footballing family that is as well, when you think. Frank and Harry both played, and then Frank Jr. and Jamie.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, isn't it? Like, how they all done it as cousins. Right, next segment. Streets won't forget players.
Right.
Who's going to start us off? Sam, you going?
I'll go. My one this week is somebody that will always be remembered in football as being loved by both the men and the women. He was a French mercurial winger.
Oh,
I know where you're going here.
Oh,
and his name is David Ginola.
What a player.
What a player.
What a man as well.
What a man, yeah.
He had a heart attack on TV, didn't he?
Yeah. Fucking hell, incredible.
But what a player for both. Do you remember, for Tottenham?
He wasn't at Newcastle long either. You think of him for Newcastle. He wasn't even there long. I think he was only there 1 year.
Is that right?
And do you remember this one as well? Do you remember he played for Everton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right at the end. And Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what a player he was. Silky skill.
Oh, he was class, wasn't he?
And he was beautiful as well, wasn't he?
Bang that ball.
Everyone wanted to be in.
With his right foot.
What was the shampoo advert he did?
L'Oreal, because I'm worth it.
The L'Oreal. Remember, he was like a real maverick at the time, because the footballers, it was still it was all like, those were the days of like the Ray Parlers and the Keowns and like.
It was still a boys' club type, you don't do that stuff.
Glamour, and then this fucking handsome French bastard comes in. Everyone's wives wants to shag him.
And every geezer, he was unbelievable.
Every geezer wanted to be him. Every geezer's wife wanted him to be her. And it was.
Do you remember when he was at Villa and John Gregory, I think, said something about him, and he pulled the shirt off and went like
that. I do. Yeah, and
he
said he was overweight, didn't he?
He was massive, wasn't
he? Yeah,
yeah. But he was ripped to pieces, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a proper player.
And they paid I think they got him for $1 million or something like that at the time.
Yeah, good player.
PSG, but so David Ginola is my
right. That's a good one. Anyone else got one?
I've got Roger Miller. Remember Roger Miller?
In
Cameroon in the Premier League, so you're out.
Wait,
nice of you to know
I
the
thought
rules,
we were talking about anyone.
No, why, when it's about the Premier League era, Roger Miller does not count. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for doing the research. Okay. I will swiftly move on from my idiot friend. Michu.
Yes, he was the one season wonder.
One season
wonder. Who did he play for?
Swansea.
Oh, okay.
He scored
20 goals.
I wrote it down on here.
17 or 18, I think he got.
He scored 22 goals in one season in the Premier League.
And that was it. Then we never heard of him again.
And then vanished.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Who knows?
Spain.
Retired. Just done it and just went.
Evaporated.
It was a mad
I
one,
think
wasn't
he
it?
went to like one of those like Zaragoza or
Real Valladolid or something like that.
Vallecano or someone like that. But
he was Spanish.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
But
I'm
he
not
was
going to
there
take
that
credit
season.
because you put it in the things, but Asprilla.
He went to Oviedo.
Now.
There you
Went
go.
to where?
Real Oviedo.
Oh,
there you go.
But like, do you remember that? Well, the season he was there, that was the year I think they won the Carling Cup, didn't they? Swansea. They beat Bradford 5-0 in the final.
he was unbelievable.
Was that where
striker.
was Rodgers the manager then?
No, Michael Laudrup.
Wow.
Was he?
That's a good
I
memory.
forget
That
Michael Laudrup was Swansea manager.
Yeah, he did well. Swansea have had a few.
yeah, I don't remember that either.
I only remember it because I saw it
as a manager.
I saw it on a like one of those like old Sky Sports things the other day, and like they showed him on it. I'd actually forgotten he was the manager as well. But yeah, he was all right there. But yeah, Michu.
I think David Ginola takes it today though. That is what
I think Ginola's the one. Yeah.
What a memory that was. That was a great player in that arguably the best ever shirt of the Premier League era. Maybe we'll do an episode on it. Is that Newcastle shirt with the Newcastle brown now?
The round.
The material.
Did Newcastle brown ale on the logo? They got the bridge, haven't they? The time bridge.
The brown one there, like orangey brown.
Yeah,
I think that is arguably the best ever shirt of the Premier League. That shirt.
It's a good shout.
Like,
I don't know whether it's the best ever, but it's for the
and the best ever sponsor as well. I think because that sponsor was just so cool because no one else had it. It was the only team to have it.
Do you remember also who around a lot was that we never see anymore was McEwen's Lager. They used to sponsor a lot of the big teams.
Yeah. They used to be Rangers sponsored.
Rangers.
I think Newcastle maybe at one point.
Was it Blackburn
Leeds
as well?
Blackburn, yes, that was it. Well done.
Was Leeds?
I'm not sure, but they
I remember Leeds having Thistle
No,
Hotel.
Leeds had.
I remember that.
Did Leeds
that was 92-93. That was the
Thistle Hotels.
That was the Rod Wallace days.
Yeah.
Speaking of Leeds, what about Tony
Who had
Bower?
Boddington? Didn't someone have
You've obviously not
Boddington?
been keeping up on the pod because
was that Leeds?
The streets.
And Boa have both.
Chris, good to see you've been tuning in.
You've been away too long.
Good to see you've been tuning in there, Chris.
Yeah, I know. The Scousers, look, don't know fuck all outside of Liverpool, that's for sure.
I don't claim
Mate, because nothing else fucking matters, that's why.
Right, Sam, we're finishing up on the quiz. Are you quiz master this week?
I am quiz master. I have got 3 players that you boys need to identify.
And you shout it out but you only get one go, yeah?
Yes. So,
hang on. Who's playing all of us?
Me, Chris, and you. Sam's the quiz master.
Right.
Play along at home.
I started my career at Tottenham Hotspur.
Right.
I then went to QPR.
Peter Crouch.
Correct. Well done. That was good. Very impressed.
Who said, was that you, Sam? Peter Crouch?
Yeah.
Very good.
Fuck me.
I didn't even get to say
I would not have got that.
Normalised here.
What was the next one?
So he then went. So he had quite a story. He played for a lot of clubs. He played for Tottenham, QPR, Portsmouth, Villa, Norwich, Southampton, Liverpool. Went back to Portsmouth. Went back to Tottenham. Then went to Stoke for 8 years, and then finished at Burnley.
Was he at Stoke for 8 years?
8 years. He's played.
Yeah, you don't think of him as Stoke for 8 years because you think of it as the obviously end of his career.
God, I mean, that's how many years did he play, Sam?
25 games for Stoke in the Premier League.
How many?
200.
By the way, before we get on to the next question, his Peter Crouch podcast is fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
if you listen to it, he's superb.
Chris Stark's brilliant on it as well. And the notorious SID.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got that with those two, by the way. That is mad.
I knew it'd be someone obscure, and I knew he started at Spurs, that's why.
Very impressed by that.
Right.
All right. Next one.
Up.
Next one. I started my career at Birmingham City. I then went to Crystal Palace.
Oh.
I then went to Everton.
Oh.
I then
Andy Johnson.
Who?
Young.
Andy Johnson.
Hold on.
Oh!
Palmer with
Stato.
the
Not happy about this,
Stato
please.
Palmer.
I
happy
nearly
about this
said
at all.
Birmingham. I nearly said Jude Bellingham to start because I thought that was it. And then when you went Palace, I was thinking Clinton Morrison.
Yeah, Palace
And
was
then
a bit, yeah.
when you said Everton, I thought, oh, no. Andy Johnson was the only one that came to mind.
I wouldn't have the foggiest. So,
Where did he go from Palace? He went to Palace.
He went to Everton and then went back,
And then after,
then to Fulham, then back to Palace. He was most prolific at Palace.
Okay.
140 league games. 70,
He did okay for Everton as well.
74 goals in 140 league games for Palace.
74 and 140 for Palace, and then
He was a good player, Andy Johnson. He wasn't tall
Yeah, he
either,
was,
he?
yeah.
He
Wasn't
quite
he their
small.
record transfer at the time or something like that?
maybe, yeah. But that's that.
Because that was when Simon Jordan owned Palace, wasn't it? It was back in. Remember when you'd see him in the director's box with his long, blonde, bleached hair?
There's something about him that winds me up.
We
yeah,
certainly
because that's
do.
what he
Who?
Yeah.
He does that, but
I do
Who?
like listening to him, though.
he was in Spain.
You mean
He used to
Simon
come to
Jordan?
Marbella a lot when I was there, when he was there, and he was actually a super nice fella.
Was he?
Very engaging, yeah. I'm
Are you talking about Simon Jordan?
Simon Jordan, yeah.
I like him, mate. I think he's superb. I like him.
Very intelligent guy.
Mm.
Very intellectual.
Yeah, very smart, yeah.
Right, Sam, last one.
Last one.
I might as well
I
leave right
started
now.
my career at Stoke City.
Oh.
I then went to Manchester United.
Ooh.
I then went to
Hell, the
Watford.
winger.
When to where?
Watford. I then went to Birmingham.
Tom
then-
Cleverley.
No.
I'm out.
I then went to West Brom. I then went back to Watford. And then I finished my career at Wrexham.
Oh.
I
One
need
of
to
those-
phone- I-
Still
Still
I
at
need to
Wrexham
phone
or
a friend.
retired at Wrexham?
Retired
To
at
Man City, and then to, where was it?
Man United.
Man United, not City.
Sorry, Stoke
Stoke
to
to
United. To where?
Stoke United
Watford.
to Watford.
What
Where-
years? Give us a clue. Phone a friend.
It's not Ashley Young.
I'll give you a clue. He's a goalkeeper.
Oh,
Tom.
that fucking
Dean
fella with the
Henderson.
podcast.
What's his name,
That
Tony?
fucking, what's his name?
Oh, I know what
Fucking
it is.
hell.
Yeah, now you've said it. I know who it is.
Oh my god! I can see his handsome
Ben
fella.
Foster.
I can see his face right in front of me.
Ben Foster.
Who
You
I
got
would
it.
never have got that. Never. That was an
Yeah,
half hour.
only when you said he retired at Wrexham. Yeah, okay.
No, I
fair enough.
thought the Wrexham would have definitely given it away because he was on
But he came
I didn't know
out
that.
of retirement to go to Wrexham, didn't he? Because he was retired and then they brought him back.
Exactly. Even Tony knows that, Sam.
It was the Stoke that gave it away. That I couldn't get my head around. I thought he came through the ranks at Man United.
No, he was at Stoke for 4 years and then went to United. But he didn't play for them, so that was definitely a curveball. So that was the toughest out of the three. But
He didn't play for Man United? Like, he didn't actually play for them?
No, he did play for him.
He played a couple of games for them, but he was always behind like Van der Sar back then, wasn't he? So,
Yeah.
so he was
Right,
never-
one last
it's
question.
actually-
I'll ask
that's another
more
one
for
with a
you-
good
For you
podcast.
three. One last question. Who is this guy? Centre half, played for Liverpool, Leeds, Blackburn.
Dominic Matteo.
Dominic Matteo.
Tone.
Well done.
You got
Well,
it.
I was going to go as well
You
before
got
the
it.
Blackburn.
See, they don't know anything outside of Liverpool.
Is that a tough time, Dom
I really
Matteo?
don't.
Has he?
Yeah, he had something. I think he had a brain injury.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. A few years ago now. But
Is he
I think
okay
he's
now?
okay
I
now, though,
think
isn't
he
he?
is. Yeah, I think he's recovering.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he is. I was like
So we
10
used
years
to play
ago or
for
something
Birkdale
now.
United, Don Matteo, and Kenny saw him.
Oh, really?
And there was a bunch of guys that at a similar time who you thought that I used to go to school with that were fucking great, but he was the one that
Would he be your age, Don Mayo?
he's a little bit older. He's
Little
a
bit
couple
older.
of years. Yeah, he's actually no, he might be my age. He used to live down our street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was from Southport.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's a
He was one of them
pub
players
at the
that
end of
never
our
really
road.
hit the heights, did he? He
No.
but he played for obviously
No,
a
he
big
didn't.
club.
And let me tell you, this might be the reason why. There's a pub at the end of our road in Bootle called the Aintree Pub. And literally every day for months, him and Neil Ruddock would pitch up there about 1 o'clock after training.
Nah, not right.
We go in every single day and get stuff signed by them every single day. They were great fellas. Like we were kids. They'd make time for everyone. But the amount of stuff I've got signed by Neil Ruddock and Dominic Matteo, because we literally go in there. I've got shin pads signed. I've got shirts signed. I've got fucking pieces of the little beer mat signed. We just go in because we knew they were there. But that might be why he didn't hit the heights.
There you go. Drunk.
So pretty much that old 1990s Liverpool side, Frank.
Or the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly. You can,
But right. Anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Hope you enjoyed. Please send in your requests for any topics you want us to discuss. We're going to carry on with the transfer news and see who we get by one. But this time next week, you might have Ekitike.
A whole different world.
Yeah. So it'd be good to see.
Hey, by the way, Rodrigo's getting a bit of steam as well from Madrid.
It looks like he is definitely going. He never played at all in the Club World Cup, so he's going somewhere.
Yeah. And we might need a left winger if Diaz goes, so who knows?
Right. See you all later.
Right, boys. All the very.
See you, boys.
Good to be here.